Okay, so last week I went to a restaurant and I wanted to ask for the bathroom. But instead of saying, "Where's the restroom?" I accidentally said, "Where's the restaurant?" The waiter looked at me like I was crazy and said, "You're in the restaurant, Max." I wanted to disappear.
Oh, no. That's hilarious. But honestly, everyone, if you've ever had an embarrassing moment like that when speaking English, you're not alone. Today, we're going to share funny real-life stories and teach you the exact phrases you need for daily conversations, so you can avoid these awkward situations. Trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll sound more confident and natural. So stick around. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to our videos. You're listening to Mr. Englishman. I'm Max, and with me here is the always amazing Lily.
Hey, I'm so excited about today's episode because we're doing something different. We're going to tell you real stories from our lives, and we'll teach you super useful phrases for everyday situations.
Exactly. And the best part? These are situations you'll actually face in real life. We're talking about going to restaurants, making small talk, asking for help, apologizing when things go wrong, and so much more.
And we'll keep it fun because learning English doesn't have to be boring. It should feel natural, like you're just chatting with friends.
So here's what you'll get today. First, we'll share some funny and embarrassing stories from our own experiences. Second, we'll break down the phrases and expressions we should have used. Third, we'll practice them together so you can use them confidently in your own life.
And at the end, we have a mini role play challenge for you, so don't skip ahead. All right, Max, should we start with your embarrassing story?
Oh, you want to embarrass me right away? Fine. So this happened when I first moved to London. I was at a coffee shop and I wanted to order a large coffee. But instead of saying, "Can I have a large coffee, please?" I said, "Can I have a tall coffee, please?"
Wait, what's wrong with that?
Well, in some places, like Starbucks, tall actually means small. So the barista gave me the smallest size. I was so confused when I got this tiny cup. I was too shy to say anything, so I just took it and left. I was so tired that day because I needed a big coffee.
Oh no, that's such a common mistake. Okay, everyone, let's learn from Max's mistake. When you're ordering coffee or food, here are the standard sizes in English: small, medium, and large. Easy, right?
Exactly. Don't overthink it. Just say, "Can I have a large coffee, please?" Or, "I'd like a medium cappuccino, please." Simple and clear.
And here's a bonus tip. If you're not sure about the sizes, you can always ask, "What sizes do you have?" The staff will help you. There's no shame in asking.
Absolutely. Now, Lily, you mentioned your restaurant story at the beginning. Let's talk about that. What should you have said?
Right. So I should have said, "Excuse me, where's the restroom?" Or even simpler, "Where's the bathroom?" In American English, people usually say restroom or bathroom. In British English, people often say toilet or loo.
Good point. And here's the thing, everyone. When you're asking for directions or help in public, always start with, "Excuse me." It's polite and gets people's attention in a friendly way.
Let me give you a few more examples. "Excuse me, where's the nearest subway station?" Or, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find a pharmacy?" See, it's all about being polite and clear.
Perfect. Now, let's move on to another common situation, making small talk. This is when you have a short, casual conversation with someone, maybe a neighbor, a coworker, or even a stranger.
Oh, small talk is so important, especially in English-speaking countries. People use it to be friendly and break the ice. But I know it can feel awkward if you're not used to it.
True. So let me share another embarrassing moment. I was in an elevator with my neighbor, and there was total silence. I wanted to say something, but I panicked. I ended up saying, "Nice weather we're having," but it was pouring rain outside.
Max, no, that's so funny. Your neighbor must have thought you were joking.
Exactly. He just laughed and said, "Yeah, if you like swimming." I felt so silly. But the lesson here is small talk doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about being friendly.
Right? And the most common small talk topics are the weather, weekend plans, or something happening around you. For example, you can say, "How's your day going?" Or "Any plans for the weekend?" Or "This weather is crazy, right?"
Exactly. Keep it light and simple. Don't stress about saying something super interesting. The goal is just to connect with the person for a moment.
Okay, everyone, here's your first mini challenge. I want you to say out loud, "How's your day going?" Go ahead, try it right now. Don't be shy.
And if you want to make it even more natural, add a little smile in your voice. It makes a huge difference. How's your day going? See? Friendly and warm.
Love it. Okay, next situation. Let's talk about asking for help. This is super important because sometimes you'll need directions, recommendations, or just some information.
And the key here is to be polite but also clear. Let me give you a structure that works every time. Excuse me, could you help me with something? Then ask your question.
Yes. Or you can say, "Sorry to bother you, but could you tell me where the train station is?" The phrase, "sorry to bother you," is very polite and shows respect for the other person's time.
Another useful phrase is, I was wondering if you could help me. This sounds very natural and polite. For example, I was wondering if you could recommend a good restaurant nearby.
Okay, I have a funny story about asking for help. So I was in New York and I needed to find a bookstore. I stopped someone on the street and said, "Excuse me, where is the library?" But I meant to say bookstore. The person gave me directions to the public library, and I walked 15 minutes in the wrong direction.
Oh no, Lily. That's a classic mix-up. So everyone, remember, a library is a place where you borrow books for free. A bookstore is a place where you buy books. Don't confuse them.
Exactly. And if you do make a mistake, just laugh it off and correct yourself. People are usually very understanding. You can say, "Oh, sorry, I meant bookstore, not library. My mistake."
Perfect. Now, let's talk about apologizing. This is something we all need to do sometimes, especially if we make a small mistake or need to interrupt someone.
Right. And there are different ways to apologize depending on the situation. For small things, you can just say sorry or my bad. These are very casual and friendly.
For example, if you bump into someone on the street, just say, sorry, or oops, sorry about that. It's quick and polite.
But if it's something a bit more serious, like you're late to a meeting or you forgot to do something, you should say, "I'm really sorry," or "I apologize," and then explain briefly. For example, "I'm really sorry I'm late. The train was delayed."
Yes, and here's a pro tip. After you apologize, it's nice to say what you'll do to fix it. For example, I'm sorry I forgot to send that email. I'll do it right now.
This shows you're taking responsibility and you care. People really appreciate that.
All right, everyone, time for a quick practice. Imagine you're 10 minutes late to meet a friend. What would you say? Try it out loud. I'm really sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible.
Good. Now let's move on to another fun topic, making compliments. Giving and receiving compliments in English is really common, and it's a great way to make people feel good.
Absolutely. But I've noticed that some learners feel shy about giving compliments. Don't be. People love to hear nice things.
So, here are some easy compliments you can use. For someone's appearance, you can say, "I love your shirt," or "Your haircut looks great," or "You look really nice today."
For someone's work or effort, you can say, great job, or you did an amazing job on that presentation, or I'm really impressed.
And if someone gives you a compliment, don't just say, "No, no, no." That's actually common in some cultures, but in English, it's polite to accept the compliment. Just say, "Thank you," or "Thank you so much. I appreciate it."
Exactly. You can also add a little more. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. This keeps the conversation positive and friendly.
All right, Max, I have another embarrassing story. Are you ready?
Oh boy, here we go. What happened?
Okay, so I was at a friend's birthday party, and someone brought a beautiful cake. I wanted to say, "This cake looks delicious," but I accidentally said, This cake looks suspicious. Everyone just stared at me.
Wait, what? Suspicious? Oh, Lily, that's hilarious. So everyone, delicious means it tastes really good. Suspicious means you don't trust it, like something is wrong with it.
I know. I was so embarrassed. But my friends started laughing and said, "Don't worry, the cake is safe to eat." So it all worked out.
That's a great example of how one word can completely change your meaning. So be careful with pronunciation. Delicious has the s sound at the end. Suspicious has the spish sound. They're different.
Exactly. And if you're ever not sure, just ask, "Wait, did I say that right?" People will help you.
Okay, everyone, we're about halfway through, and I want to pause for a second. Here's the big question. Are you actually speaking out loud with us? Because if you're just listening passively, you're missing the whole point.
Yes, we want you to practice with us. So right now, I'm going to give you a quick challenge. I want you to introduce yourself out loud as if you just met someone new. Ready? Go.
Here's a simple formula. Hi, then add your name. Nice to meet you. Try it. Say it like you mean it. Come on, don't be shy.
And if you want to add a bit more, you can say, "Hi, then add your name. I'm from, then add your country. Nice to meet you." Perfect. Now you're ready for real conversations.
Awesome. Now let's keep going because we have so much more to cover.
Okay, so let's talk about ordering food at a restaurant. This is one of the most common situations, and it's really important to get it right so you feel confident.
Absolutely. So when you sit down at a restaurant, the waiter or waitress will usually come to your table and say, "Are you ready to order?" Or, "What can I get for you today?"
And here's how you respond. If you're ready, just say, "Yes, I'd like the pasta, please." Or, "Can I have the burger, please?" It's that simple.
If you need more time, just say, "Can I have a few more minutes, please?" Or, "We're not ready yet, but thank you." The staff will come back later.
Now, what if you have questions about the menu? You can ask, "What do you recommend?" Or, "What's the special today?" These are great ways to get suggestions.
And if you have dietary restrictions, don't be afraid to mention them. You can say, "Does this dish have nuts? I'm allergic." Or, "Is this vegetarian?" Or, "Can I get this without cheese?"
Exactly. Most restaurants are very accommodating. They want you to enjoy your meal, so they'll help you.
Okay, here's a funny one. Once I was at a restaurant and I wanted extra ketchup. But instead of saying, "Can I have some ketchup, please?" I said, "Can I have some ketchup, please?" Like the phrase, "catch up with friends."
Oh no, what did the waiter say?
He looked so confused. He said, "Ketchup? Like ketchup on what?" I had to point at the ketchup bottle on another table. It was super awkward.
That's hilarious. Okay, everyone, the word is ketchup. One word sounds like catch up. Don't say ketchup when you want the red tomato sauce.
Exactly. Pronunciation matters. All right, let's move on to another topic, talking on the phone. This can be tricky because you don't have body language to help you.
Oh, yes, phone conversations are challenging. But once you learn a few key phrases, it gets much easier.
So when you answer the phone, you can say, "Hello," or "Hello, this is," then add your name. Simple and clear.
And if you're calling someone, start with, "Hi, this is," then add your name. "May I speak to," person's name, "please." Or, "Hi, I'm calling about," then add reason.
If you don't understand something, don't fake it. Just say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "Could you speak a bit more slowly, please?" People will be happy to help.
And at the end of the call, you can say, "Thank you for your help," or "Thanks, have a great day." Then say goodbye or just bye.
Easy, right? The key is to stay calm and use these simple phrases. You don't need to be fancy.
Okay, now let's talk about shopping. This is another everyday situation where you need English.
Right. So when you walk into a store, an employee might ask, "Can I help you find something?" If you need help, say, "Yes, I'm looking for," then add item. If you're just browsing, say, "No thanks, I'm just looking."
And when you're ready to buy something, go to the cashier and they'll say, "Did you find everything okay?" Just say, "Yes, thank you," and they'll ring you up.
If you want to ask about the price, say, "How much is this?" or "What's the price of this?" And if something is too expensive, you can just say, "I'll think about it. Thank you."
Oh, and here's a useful phrase. If you want to return something, say, "I'd like to return this, please. I have the receipt." Most stores have return policies, so don't be afraid to ask.
Perfect. All right, everyone, let's do another quick practice. Imagine you're in a clothing store and you want to try on a shirt. What do you say? Try it. "Excuse me, can I try this on?"
Great. And if you need a different size, say, "Do you have this in a larger size?" or "Do you have this in a smaller size?"
Easy. Okay, Lily, we've covered so many situations. Let's move to one more, making plans with friends.
Yes, this is super important for social life. So if you want to invite someone to hang out, you can say, "Do you want to grab coffee sometime?" Or "Are you free this weekend? Want to see a movie?"
And if someone invites you, you can say, "Sure, that sounds great," or "I'd love to." If you can't make it, just say, "I'm sorry, I can't, I have plans," or "maybe another time."
Exactly. And when you're confirming plans, you can say, "What time works for you?" or "Where should we meet?"
These phrases are so useful, and they make you sound friendly and natural.
Okay, so we've covered ordering food, making phone calls, shopping, small talk, asking for help, apologizing, and making plans. That's a lot.
It is, but the good news is once you practice these phrases, they become automatic. You don't have to think so hard.
All right, everyone, now it's time for the fun part. We're going to do a mini role play, and I want you to participate out loud. Ready?
Okay, here's the situation. You're at a cafe and you want to order a coffee and a sandwich. I'll be the barista. Lily, you go first to show them how it's done.
Okay. Hi, can I have a medium latte and a chicken sandwich, please?
Sure. For here or to go?
For here, please.
Great. That'll be $8.50.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you. Your order will be ready in a few minutes.
Perfect. See how easy that was? Now it's your turn, everyone. Imagine you're ordering your favorite drink and smack. Say it out loud. Go.
And remember, it's okay if it feels strange at first. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
All right, one more role play. This time you're asking a stranger for directions. Max, you be the stranger.
Okay, I'm walking down the street, minding my own business.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Could you tell me where the nearest bank is?
Oh, sure. It's just 2 blocks down on your left. You can't miss it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Have a great day.
Easy, right? Now you try. Say out loud, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest bank is?" Go ahead.
Excellent. And if you want extra practice, pause this video and try different scenarios. Practice ordering at restaurants, talking to cashiers, chatting with neighbors. The more you do it, the better you'll get.
Okay, everyone, we've covered so much today. Let's do a quick recap of the most important phrases.
Okay, number 1, when ordering food or drinks, say, "Can I have," then add item, "please." Or, "I'd like," then add item, "please."
Number 2, when asking for help, start with "Excuse me," and then your question. For example, "Excuse me, where's the restroom?"
Number 3, for small talk, use simple topics like the weather or weekend plans. Say things like, how's your day going? Or any plans for the weekend?
Number 4, when apologizing, say, I'm sorry or I apologize, and briefly explain, then say what you'll do to fix it.
Number 5, when giving compliments, be genuine and say things like, I love your shirt, or great job. And when receiving compliments, just say, thank you.
Number 6, on the phone, speak clearly. If you don't understand, say, could you repeat that, please?
Number 7, when shopping, ask, how much is this? And don't be shy about trying things on or returning items.
And number 8, when making plans, use phrases like, do you want to grab coffee? Or, are you free this weekend?
Those are your 8 key takeaways. Write them down, practice them, and use them in real life.
Okay, everyone, we're almost at the end, but before we go, I want to say something important.
Go ahead, Lily.
Learning English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to try even when you're scared of making mistakes. Every time you speak, you're getting better. Every mistake is a lesson.
Absolutely. And remember, even native speakers make mistakes. We've shared so many embarrassing stories today because we want you to see that it's normal. It's part of the process.
So don't wait until you're ready. Start speaking now. Use these phrases today, tomorrow, every day. Talk to yourself in the mirror, practice with friends, or even talk to your pet.
Yes, and here's your challenge for this week. Use at least 3 of the phrases we taught you today in real-life situations. Then come back and tell us about it in the comments. We want to hear your stories.
Were you ordering coffee? Did you make small talk with a neighbor? Did you ask someone for directions? Share it with us. We read every comment, and we love hearing from you.
And if you found this episode helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who's learning English. It really helps us create more content for you.
Oh, and stay till the very end because we have a bonus tip coming up in just a second.
That's right. But first, let me tell you what's coming next week. We're going to teach you how to handle difficult conversations in English, like disagreeing politely, saying no without being rude, and expressing your opinion confidently.
It's going to be so useful, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it.
All right, and now for that bonus tip we promised.
Yes, here it is. If you want to sound more natural in English, pay attention to how native speakers use filler words. These are little words like well, actually, and I mean.
Exactly. Native speakers use these all the time to sound more natural and to give themselves time to think. For example, well, I think we should go to the park. Or, actually, I'm not sure about that.
But don't overuse them. Just sprinkle them in naturally and makes you sound more fluent and less robotic.
Perfect tip, Lily. All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Remember, you're doing amazing and we believe in you. Keep practicing, stay positive, and don't give up.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep being awesome.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.